All right, Virgo, the underlying here is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Now, what you're bringing into the relationship is the Star. They are showing the King of Wands. Not bad. Not bad, right? Now, where you meet in terms of the relationship, the High Priestess for you and the Nine of Wands for them. What is it that you're keeping to yourself here? Or what is it that you're wanting to find out that they are trying to keep you from, though, which is possible here? You know, and that can be a problem if we're talking about, you know, some healing here with a relationship where somebody may have been like, I don't want to say arrogant, but I look at the King of Wands and for them, you know, and again, right, this is general, so this could be male or female, the signs, that none of that matters to me when I look at this. If they're bringing in the King of Wands, you know, they may have been acting in a way where they are just kind of like, you know, how do I put this without making them sound bad? Like they like attention, right? Like they think that they're hot shit and they like, you know, the different things that are coming into them. They may have been acting like this in the past, but they're still bringing it in. Now, I definitely feel like there's potential for this relationship to be healed, but where you're meeting at, if they're showing the Nine of Wands, there's something that there is something that they're not wanting you to know because you're looking at it as the High Priestess. And I think that you're trying to figure it out because there's something that can't be let go of. And that's the problem with the Four of Pentacles. They're holding on to their shit. You're holding on to the fact that you know something's up. Okay. What that means later, you have the Knight of Wands and then the Eight of Pentacles. So it's not bad. It's not like, see, and that's the thing with the High Priestess, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be like really negative things. If it's about their past, you know, and like how many people they may have been with in the past, whatever, I don't think that that really matters. But I think that you know that there's something that they're not telling you, but I don't think that you think it's a big deal, you know. But if they're not willing to give, you know, with the Four of Pentacles being there, then, you know, that would create the need here for hard work to be put in. But for you, you're just like, okay, it is what it is then. I mean, if you're not going to be open with me about everything, then that's fine. You hang on to what you need to hang on to. But, you know, you may be looking at it like, I'm just going to enjoy this. You know what I mean? Because with the Knight of Wands, you're not really worried about what's going to happen later. And I don't think that that information is anything that is bothering you. And that's the kicker to this. But for some reason, they may not want you to know, you know, that, or they're holding out on you because they don't know how you feel. And you're just kind of acting like, oh, well, you know, okay. Right? But for some reason, they're putting in a lot of time and effort here to, you know, you. Because there is that passion and that drive. All right, now the outcome. Oh, shit. The Five of Pentacles, the Hangman, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And I'm going to clarify these two. But my problem here is with the Five of Pentacles, and I do look at, you know, a total outcome here, but I also look at where it's landing. With the Five of Pentacles on your side, this is definitely things, though, that you may be trying to keep them out of. You know, you don't want to have to face rejection. So, you know, you're not letting them fully in. And I feel like that because of the Hangman and the Four of Pentacles here. Because nothing's really happening. You know, and I don't think that either one of you are bound to a situation here. I just think that, you know, for the both of you, it's like you can't see things in the same way. You know, but it's not anything that would affect a relationship, which is why we're not looking at the Two of Cups here. But it's stopping anything from moving forward because the both of you are like holding on to, you know, things here in your own like way with that Four of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles coming out, I mean, definitely for you, you know, this is insecurities, though. Especially if you're not wanting to have to go through rejection, so you're only, you know, giving them so much of you, but not everything. You know, that's kind of what I feel like here. And, you know, they may be looking at you like, as the Queen of Pentacles, not that you're insecure. I think that you feel that way, but I don't think that they see that. I think that they see you as, you know, an independent person, right? You know, you don't really need them, but there is a want to like really put in some effort toward this, you know? Now for you, right, like you may be looking at it like, dude, if you don't start putting in some effort here, then this isn't going to go anywhere. So, you know, and I think that it's going to be up to you. I think that they're kind of looking at you like it's going to be up to you to kind of get things moving here. So again, with the Five of Pentacles, right, I don't necessarily feel like this person is rejecting you at all. I don't think that that's it. You know, they may be focused on a lot of different things though here, and there may be a lot of passion, but, you know, I don't think that they're rejecting you here. I think that this is you keeping them at a distance, so to speak. Now, with the Eight of Swords and looking at the Page of Cups, there may be new feelings. There may be, you know, this communication that's happening to you. I definitely do feel like you guys have a history, though, looking at the Star and the King of Wands. You know. But there is no way to kind of move forward on this for you, despite the fact that there may be, you know, some new feelings, new emotions that are being communicated with the Page of Cups. Right now, you show the Fool after that, but I don't think that you are the Fool. And then with the Four of Cups, this is not being happy with the fact that you're not jumping into this because of the Eight of Swords. And that's on their part. You know, but it's not that they're looking at you in a bad way. They just think that, you know, maybe she doesn't want me. Maybe she doesn't need me. But for you, it's about insecurities. And that's where things are being held up here. You know, and definitely these things need to be let go of. Right? Because it's like you're hitting a block right where you should be meeting here, and these things should be cleared up. Now with Strength in the Chariot, can you find the inner strength here? Can you find the inner strength to go ahead and move forward on this relationship? Because they're looking at you like you need to take control of this. You need to get this moving in the right direction. You know, but the reason why you may be like this is because of the way that they've been in the past. There may be things about them, you know, because I still kind of get that from this. You know, they may be trying to put in a little bit more effort here, but I think for you, you're like, nah, you know, like there's definitely passion, but I don't think that you're concerned with what the future holds right now. And that may be where the distance is kind of coming through, like needing to keep them at a distance here with the Five of Pentacles, not wanting to let them fully in on, you know, what your insecurities really are. But the thing is all it's doing is holding up the relationship. I'm going to guess that some of you are dealing with a water sign. So keep an open mind, right? He or she may not be what you are expecting. You know, with the Emperor though, right? Like strong male energy here. But beyond that, you know, this could be you. This could be some of you feeling like, you know, really passionate, you know. Oh, the Emperor. But with the Nine of Cups being next to that, right, there's love there. There's happiness there. There's something about this person that makes you happy. Okay? And that looks really, really good. Now, you know, you may have to keep an open mind, though, because you're dealing with somebody who's hot to trot. Okay? With the Magician, this is about making something happen in your love life. So some of you are, you know, possibly looking at somebody that, you know, you really like, really, really like with the Nine of Cups. But you are making an encounter happen. And it's not that you're manipulating a situation. Well, maybe. But with the Knight of Cups, we're talking about the encounter, right? Now, coming out of this, though, I worry a little bit about the Nine of Pentacles. This is about getting into a relationship here where somebody is not wanting it to be known. But there's definitely like a level of obsession. But I don't see this as bad, though. It's not really bad. It's just that, you know, there is something about this person that you really, really like, that you really, really want to be involved with them, but you may be keeping your own feelings about them secret because the relationship isn't exactly out in the open. And that may be because of them and the way that they're coming in, though, with the Emperor. And again, male or female here, but they're hot to trot for sure. But with the Queen of Cups, right? Like, I look at this as being in love. You are in love. Right? Now, that could be the other person, though, here. Right? But you may be looking at them going, I don't know. Right? And that may be where keep an open mind is coming through. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's start from the beginning here. Jesus Christ, the shit I get from this. With the Queen of Wands, again, right? It doesn't matter if it's male or female. There is something about this person that there is a lot of happiness that could be had. Absolutely. There's definitely some feelings going on there for sure. With the Queen of Wands, we could be talking about, you know, you looking at somebody who may not be available, which I kind of see with her. Or you may be, you know, focused on somebody here that kind of gives their attention, you know, to a lot of different people, which could be a problem. And that may be where this uncomfortable feeling is coming through. But somebody is definitely manipulating an encounter here, but somebody is not comfortable with it. Okay? And now for you, it may be because you're wanting more. You don't want this to be like a relationship that's going to be on the down low if you get involved with this person. Okay? Because there's feelings there for sure. For sure. Now, with the Five of Cups, though, it makes me wonder if, you know, things don't start going in a better direction here with the Queen of Cups coming out, because they may apologize for the fact that they didn't know. And that's the thing. Okay? They may not know that that is how you see them. Okay? Now, on the other hand, though, if we're going to flip the script on this and we're talking about you looking at somebody and going, I don't know, then it's you making the apology here. It's one or the other. But we're definitely talking about feelings involving a person that, you know, is open to, you know, different relationships, possibly with the Queen of Wands, you know, clarifying the Emperor. I mean, come on, right? But somebody is not comfortable with that, you know. You may have an encounter for sure, but there are more feelings there than what somebody is aware of. So definitely soulmate connection here, but what's happening is a little difficult. Now, when you're looking at the Four of Wands with the Four of Chalices or the Four of Cups, you're talking about fun, lighthearted energy, having a good time together, right? But then things start to become dull and they fall into a routine where you're just like, yeah, I'm just doing this, right? And that fun is starting to fall away, so to speak. Now, you're needing to pull on some strength here because, you know, it's almost like the person that you're dealing with here, it's not that they're like trying to force themselves on you, but they're not realizing that you aren't exactly happy with the way things are going. Where it used to be fun and great, now things may be kind of like dulling for you and you're like, you know what? Not right now. Like, just not right now, right? Now, we could flip that, though, too. But where you come out at, you know, you're needing to pull on your strength here to get the passion going again. With the Four of Pentacles, you know, this is, you know, very much being attracted, but there needs to be more passion. There needs to be a little bit more effort being put into the relationship, where I think somebody may have faltered looking at the way that you come in. But with the Moon, right? This is like fantasy, you know? Like, maybe what you need is to live out some fantasies here with this person in order for passion to, you know, start coming up. That, or you're just fantasizing about each other and not actually doing anything because things are kind of like meh, you know? Okay. All right. So, definitely with the Three of Wands here, you guys feel the same way about each other. There's definitely a connection. I mean, it can't be denied, right? Now, the problem is, though, is, you know, with things kind of going bland here and you needing to pull on the strength to continue this with the Eight of Pentacles, this is definitely somebody who is like, you know what? I'm just not focused on you. I'm not focused on you. I can't right now. And this person's like, hey, please, please. And you're like, you know, I don't know, because it's not really all that great. Things fall into a routine for you where you become disinterested, I think. Now, coming out here with the Four of Pentacles and the Moon, with the Knight of Pentacles, I wonder if, you know, for some of you, you're fantasizing about a different situation, and that may be why, you know, some things are not going the right way. Because when you're looking at the Knight of Pentacles, you're talking about friend zone, right? You know, an offer being made and you're like, yeah, okay, thank you, but, right? And it could just be that you need to get back to a place where you're friends again here before, you know, the fantasy, it kind of comes back. right? Because I see the moon as, you know, fantasizing about each other, you know, fantasizing about different things, right? That you could be doing in the relationship, living out your fantasies, you know, not necessarily illusions, but, you know, there needs to be a little bit more effort put in. I think that you're trying, but I think the other person just isn't understanding, because like I see this person like constantly, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, here I am, you know, and you're like, meh, right? But there's still that soulmate connection. And like I said, you know, with the way that you kick it off, it looks great. It's just that unfortunately things fall into a routine, and it's like, come on, you know, let's get this going again. Let's get this passion going again, right? But you're still hanging in there with strength. You know, I don't think that you're giving up on this. You know, I'm not seeing a breakup or anything like that, but maybe, you know, this person needs to kind of get to know you a little bit better, almost. You know, but they may be so focused on you that it's like, dude, you're not understanding what you're missing here, right? And you may be like trying to, you know, not bring that out in a way that's going to make them feel inadequate, I think would be the best way to put it. But it's not bad, right? There's definitely a soulmate connection, but